Hey Fred, Scott Walker with Impact Latent SEO. Just shooting this quick video for you, kind of showing you what I do and what you could be found for on the internet. Going over a few things. We're going to go over content, citations, and also backlinks for you. And yeah, so here's your website right here. Really like your color scheme. I'm a big blue guy, so I like blue. Like your logo, things like that, and especially very important to have ways to convert a customer right up top. So that's awesome. But one thing I would really recommend for your website is to have more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for buyer intent keywords. And a buyer intent keyword would be a service you offer, so plumbing, and then also a location. And usually that is city, but I mean, it could be counties, things like that. Usually, the bigger the area, the harder it is to rank for those keywords. And so, plumbing drain services in Utah, that's great. The other thing you could do is behind all your photos, images, logo, if you save the image, the alternate text correctly, instead of it saying logo right here, it could say, plumber in Layton or uh, exterior water main repair Layton, or I'm in Layton, so that's why I said that. But yeah, that would count as content as well because it's embedded behind the photo for you. So I did go ahead and put your website into a tool I use called Ahrefs. This will give me your analytics and kind of show me where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, and you want to keep these as balanced as possible and moving up continuously. You're currently at 4.8 strength and 17 trust, and that's due to your backlink profile. And just in case you don't know what a backlink is, it sounds like you do, but it's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. It's kind of like an endorsement for your website. But one thing you got to realize is not all backlinks are created equal. So you do want to make sure to go after authoritative ones while avoiding the spammy ones. And you do that by staying relevant to your industry and also your location. And it looks like you're being indexed for 125 keywords, and you have lost some recently. And it shows that you're getting about 30 people to your website each and every month. So with all of these strategies I'm talking about, the DR, UR, and your traffic should be moving in the upwards direction for you. So if we look at some of the keywords that you are being found for, Pipe Pros Utah, so that's your name. There's 50 searches a month, and you're getting 20 people to your website through just your name because you're number one, which is great. But I wouldn't really call that necessarily buyer intent. Whereas plumbers in Bountiful, Utah, that is definitely a buyer intent keyword because I need a plumber in Bountiful. And there's 150 searches of that, but you're only getting one person to your website because you're ranked on the 15th position. So those are the types of keywords that I do recommend getting ranked for. And it looks like you're doing pretty decently with how many buyer intent keywords there are and low KD, but you're just not ranking for them. So some of the times that might be some backlinks going to the correct keywords or correct pages, things like that. But that's something I could kind of look into a little bit more for you. So I did just look up Plummer Davis County just because that's where you said, right here it says Plummer Davis County. And you usually get your Google guaranteed services right up top and then your local ads right here. And those are great ways to generate business quickly if that's something you're looking for. And then we move down into the Google Business Profile. Now, I would recommend that you try and get here as quickly as possible. It's all right that you're not there, but there are so many ways you can get there. You could start by constantly be adding reviews. You can make sure that your business name, address, and phone number are the exact same all across the internet so you don't mislead Google. And then adding branded, geotagged, and geolocated photos weekly is really helpful because it'll show Google that you're growing your business organically. And then adding citations, which is your business name, address, and phone number, into things like Yellow Pages and Yelp is really helpful. Because Google's like a big popularity contest, and by giving out your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more. And that's not only in your local areas, but in all of your surrounding areas that you work into. And then being in the Google Business Profile will generate about 30 to 40% of your online traffic because people can just click right here on the button right up top. And then we do move down into the organic listings down here. And it looks like Valley Plumbing is one of your top competitors for this particular buyer intent keyword. And you are down right here on this particular one, But on a lot of other pages, when I was saying you'd have to be on the, you're on the second page of Google. I don't know the last time you scrolled all the way down, hit, next or two, but not a lot of people do. So if you're not ranking if you're on the first page, which is great, but if you could move up to number 1, 2, 3 position, that's even better. But looking at their website, I know this is, like a national company. It's not just here in Utah, but looking at their website here, they do have, or it's a state, sorry, not national, excuse me. But they do have quite a bit of content on here. Nothing too great, but if we go to their homepage, that's really where it's at. I mean, it's decent. So when you start to outdo your competitors, having more content, better buyer intent keywords, the authoritative backlinks and citations, you're going to start to outrank them. And to kind of show you just some searches, and I only did these 4 cities, Bountiful, Farmington, Layton, Ogden. But I mean, plumbers in Ogden, there's 500 searches a month. Ogden plumbers, another. So I mean, like just in Ogden, there's a lot of plumbing searches. Farmington, kind of the same, but there is another Farmington, so that's not the best one. But when it says Utah, it is. But that's just for plumbers. The other thing that I would recommend being found for are, sewer line cleaning, Ogden repair, sewer line repair, which are on both of yours, drain and sewer services in Farmington. These are great ways to narrow down your search so that you can be found for more specific things. And so when you outrank your competitors, a percentage of the total volume will start going to your website instead of your competitors. And then a percentage of that will start to give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. So Fred, I really hope this was beneficial. I'll shoot this over to you, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day.